Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the move, it's Young. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
To the air, it's Russell. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Finds his man. It's Evans. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Russell. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to get the corner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player, David.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Keeps it on the draw. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Now, on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Powers through. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Trying play action. Then as he throws, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Going to the running game. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He lets it fly. Picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good thing. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try to run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? He scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Crosses midfield.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Murphy. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football to try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Quick completion on the out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Throws to the wideout. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quarterback on the keeper. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
No, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the run, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The give to the back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away. Power football with the run. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll try it again. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
To the ground with the back. Finding open areas. Here he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Murphy. That's reeled in, it's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
It's caught downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
That's caught. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the... and pick up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He's got him still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man. It's Murphy. with the catch. It's Young. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do some great things in front of them. Today was a disappointing day.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.